Shirtless Bear Fighter 2, issue number 1 from Image Comics. So you have no idea how happy and excited I am that the series is back. Shirtless Bear Fighter is like one of my favorite series. It came out like 5 years ago, I believe. It's been a long time. But it was an amazing series. I did a video on that long ago. But it's fantastic. It's basically what the title says it is. It's about a shirtless man who runs around fighting bears with his bare fist. So, for anyone who hasn't read Volume 1, I'm going to just go over the brief little recap. Thankfully, it's on the first page of the comic, so you can pick it up and just read right along. But, believing the bears that raised him murdered his lover, the man known only as Shirtless became a one-man war on Bearror. He became Shirtless Bear-Fighter. Shirtless discovered that while his adopted brother Bear, was indeed responsible for the death of his lover Clementine, it was her brother, Jackson Lager, CEO of the Fuzzy Wipes toilet paper company, that gave the order, and that most of the forest bears were innocent of any wrongdoing. With the help of his ally, FBI agent Susie Silva, Shirtless managed to thwart Lager's plan to cut down the sacred forest and brought him to justice. In the final battle, Brother Bear died, crushed by falling debris. With Lager imprisoned, the forest bears welcomed Shirtless with open arms. Despite his unjust war against them, however, guilt-ridden over the damage caused by his inability to control his anger, Shirtless set out in the world with Silva, determined to make up for her past mistakes and earn his place back with the forest bears. So yeah, that basically kind of recapped everything. But yeah, pretty much Shirtless was abandoned by his parents as a baby. He was found by a family of bears. They took him and raised him. He eventually fell in love with a woman named Clementine, a human, I should point out. And they got married. But eventually he came home one day and found her murdered. And it was a bear that did it. So he thought the forest bears that raised him were like, they turned against him. So he went and started slaughtering a bunch of them. And he went around just fighting every single bear that he can find. And when I say every bear, I mean every bear. Grizzly bears, polar bears, the Chicago bears, the bears of San Francisco, if you know what I mean. Yeah, eventually he discovered that it was his brother that killed his wife, his brother Bear, and it was her brother, Jackson Lager, the CEO of Fuzzy Wipes Toilet Paper, who put out the order. And he put out the order so that Shirtless Bear Fighter would fight and hopefully kill off all the bears in the forest. That way he can bulldoze the forest and create more toilet paper. But yeah, Shirtless basically is a berserker. He has to punch a bear every 24 hours, otherwise he goes insane. So he decides to join Silva and join her crew, which is the Fuzz. They are a group that takes on bearists. Basically terrorists, but they're bearists. And so, yeah, we start off in Major City, which I'm assuming is supposed to be San Francisco. It's just called Major City, but there's the San Francisco Bridge. And they're being attacked by giant gummy bears. And Silva and the Fuzz show up, and they have surface-to-bear missiles. There's going to be a lot of bear puns in this comic. It's amazing. And as they're trying to fight off these gummy bears, Shirtless, meanwhile, is trying to go after the source. And basically in this sugar foot candy building, there's this little boy, and he's operating these machines, and he's creating giant gummy bears. And it turns out that the boy is actually innocent. He's being mind controlled by Dr. Kremlin. And Shirtless, he shrunk. The Fuzz created this machine to shrink him, basically to Ant-Man him. And he's inside the little boy right now. That just sounds really weird to say. And his plan is to get to the boy's brain, find Dr. Kremlin, and escape with him so that the boy will be free from the mind control. But in the meantime, he takes a detour so he can fight a bunch of water bears, which are tardigrades, during which his pants come off. So now he's shirtless and naked and fighting water bears inside of a small child. That's how weird the series gets. There's a lot of nakedness. He in the first issue too. He fights naked a lot. It's hilarious. But Silva basically gets informed that the shrinking doesn't last for long. It lasts for shorter than they were expecting. He only has less than 2 minutes to get out of the little boy before he grows giant size. And if he grows giant size while he's inside the boy, well, you can pretty much figure out what's going to happen. So she gives the order to Shirtless to get out of there. You got to get out of that kid's stomach. You got to escape, abort the mission. And he says, nah, that's not going to happen. And so he disobeys orders, rushes to the brain, finds Dr. Kremlin, who is a tiny blue gummy bear. And he grabs Dr. Kremlin and he jumps out of the boy's ear into a pair of pants, and they Ziploc bag Dr. Kremlin. And Shirtless can't celebrate just yet because there's still some gummy bears left terrorizing the city. So he goes and he fights them and he eats all of them. And that's how he saves the day. And Silva basically berates him. She berates him like, we're a team. We're supposed to work together. I'm the leader of the Fuzz. You agreed to follow my lead, not go rogue mid-mission. That boy was in danger because of you. If you had left him just a couple seconds later, he would have died. You have to do what I order you to. He's like, no, I did what I had to. And she's like, no, you did what you wanted to. There's something wrong with you, Shirtless. Like, tell me. Like, we're partners. What's going on? And Shirtless is basically having flashbacks to being abandoned by his human parents, and he doesn't know why. He's trying to figure out like why would his family leave him. And Mama Bear kind of comforts him. She tells him this story about these giant stars in the sky, and there's the Great Bear, Ursa Major. This is the advisor, Ursa Minor, and one day Ursa Major will return and usher in the golden age of bears and man. And like whenever you feel lost and alone, just look at the stars. I bring this up because it's going to play a big part later on. But she's like, like we've gone full tilt with this whole bear hunting situation. You can take a break. So we're going to go on vacation to Bermuda. And of course, he gets pissed off because there's the word bear in Bermuda. I'm going to end it there. There's more. Well, I'll show you one little quick panel just to kind of titillate some of your... just to hopefully kind of titillate you into getting this issue. There's a giant cult of bears, and they're about to summon something. So, what they're about to summon, well, you just have to read to find out. So, yeah, this has a naked grizzly dude fighting bears. It has giant gummy bears. It has an anti-bearist task force. It's got bear cults. It's in a hilarious, weird, crazy series. I freaking love the volume 1. I'm so excited that the series returns. I'm loving the hell out of issue 1. I highly recommend checking it out. If you just want good, fun comedy, this is it. Like, this is a series that doesn't take itself seriously, that knows not to be serious, and it's just hilarious. It's just over the top goofiness, but not like, LOL so random that you can't really follow. It's not like Florida Man. Florida Man was pretty like just random for the sake of being random. This one actually has a concise story. It's just weird and over the top, but it's hilarious. I love it. So yeah, big thumbs up, big recommend. Check out Shirtless Bear Fighter. It's freaking fantastic. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Later. So what'd you guys think of that video? I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe, hit that bell for a notification, leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, thank you for watching it this far, and I hope the next video is more to your liking. Feel free to check out the playlist that you guys see, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.